technical difficulty. Match number 4, Xexzy dominated the crap out of it. Got a 552 or a 553. So we're going to a deciding game 5.
Well, just in case things go awry, I do have both of the individual feeds up here. And, all right, looks like our broadcast feed has returned. So, Bri taking care of the countdown, and our 5th and deciding game here in this first match of this Triple Threat Tuesday will be underway in a matter of moments. Thank you for joining us here on GG Speedruns. Alongside Brysulf, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and oh boy, this one's going to be wild.
Gonna have a little realignment here as we get going, Ferran. Xexzy on the left in the blue, Firebroth on the right in the red corner. Let's see who's taking this, who's moving on to round 3 for a possible date with 40-watt or drumboardist, and who will be going down to the second chance bracket. Mad as hell and ready to kick some butts.
That is an excellent question.
That was an excellent sound, but alas, I work tonight, so I'm drinking coffee. Either way, the opening little area here is pretty much going to be even, but looks like a slight advantage, but closer to the door. How's it going to work out here? Still Xexzy, but maybe, what, half a second for on?
It's very close. I would say, yeah, about a half second here, and off they both go.
Oh, the drop favors Firebroth. Grenades versus an orb. It just has to keep that orb healthy and we'll start building a lead. Rockets now, though, for Xexzy. You'd love to see that as a bit of an equalizer. That'll keep up the pace in this room. Meanwhile, Firebroth doing a good job holding the middle here, saving that orb from any possible threats. A spreader in the middle for the finisher. Very nice with the Rockets. As you can see for Xexzy, kept the lead intact about a half second.
So they hold serve, but the longer that Firebroth has that orb and holds on to it, the more the advantage is going to go in his direction.
And the problem for Xexzy is that this room can be tough to control those shrapnels. This grenade will at least help get the shrapnels under control. That, I believe, that kill was just fast enough to avoid a time penalty. And unfortunately here, still struggling here for anything with these shrapnels.
Oh, and rockets.
Well, I mean, Firebroth will carry those to the next room. That'll be a nice bonus. But Xexzy's got to get the swarmers down, too. That's the other part of the element here. You can control one with the pea shooter, but it's hard to control both. And as you can see, the lead is swung hard as Xexzy is still finishing up Eat My Shrapnel and is going to be, what, about 10 seconds back?
Yep, a 207 to about a 217 heading into total carnage.
Firebroth there really focused on that spreader and swung the orb through the doorway, got away with it. No spawners came to take it away.
A little high risk for maybe a medium reward.
An orb finally for Xexzy. I still maintain the spreader is at best, just helps a little with the crowd that's gotten wide or maybe some bunched up shrapnel. It's really not that useful of a drop. Ooh, a Razor Shield's a nice one though.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
And a vulnerability shield for Xexzy can ignore any exploding shrapnels if they deign to do so. But right now, the fire control's been a little better by Xexzy. Might be climbing back a little on time here. Shrapnel explosion at the end on Firebroth. Rockets on Xexzy's side. It's a 307 into the bonus room. The lead belongs to Firebroth. And I guess Xexzy decided to play it safe and not go for them. But as you can see, it's going to be about the same gap. It's going to be about, what, 12 seconds?
Yeah, about a 307 to a 319 heading into the bonus room.
And I gotta say, we don't have time for product placement. This is serious business. This is an elimination race. We've got to be serious as a sermoning priest. Opening rockets in a great spot.
Wow.
Is getting some good RNG right now, but we know the fickle mistress can shift at any time.
And on Xexzy's side, invulnerability in a less than pristine location.
Wisely ignoring it, but didn't commit to killing one of the gunners. That could be a problem down the line here. Because once the tank gets in, that's a lot of bullets. Great dancing, and finally gets picked off. Let's see if Firebroth can hold it down. A nuke here could be used to end the room, possibly. Wasn't quite the end, and ignores it. But really close to the end of the room here. Meanwhile, Xexzy needs anything. Rockets to finish it off here. Firebroth is setting up for another potential PB.
This is amazing. Rockets with the orbs. That'll be able to take out the beginning. Oh, yeah, look at that. Just raining down on the gunners, taking them quickly here, and is a little too far to the...
Firebroth might have been trying for the shoulder takedown. It is possible. I find it much harder to line up, though, so we generally just go for the middle of the head. This lobber will get the first arm popped. Xexzy in at 455, so it's a 30-some second lead coming in. That is a spreader there. Can Firebroth get to it? Gets it, doesn't die. Pops the second arm. Trying a manual, not landing a lot here. Oh, spreader chest. Great grab by Xexzy. Now going to try to manual at the start with two gunners. That's really difficult.
Definitely unenviable. Ends up going over to grab the key to get the next one a little quicker.
Oh, no.
Chest popped on Firebroth's side. Xexzy's still working on getting. There goes the first arm.
Lobbers are good, but at this point, with the head popping off, Xexzy needs a huge dry spell for Firebroth, or needs spreaders to start showing. Another spreader for Firebroth. Can you believe this?
Yeah, Xexzy needs a spreader about 10 seconds ago. Final form for Firebroth, gets run over.
Gets a grenade, so that's a solid weapon. We'll probably need one more.
Yeah, probably one more weapon here. There's another grenade, gets run over though, and the grenade's on the far side of the room. Meanwhile, chest opened up for Xexzy.
Another key for Xexzy. Is that 3 in this room now at least?
And there it is.
The Cinderella story continues. Another sub-6 runner notch on the belt. Firebroth is going to advance to the next round. Unbelievable. Another best-of-5 takedown.
Certainly making it exciting has been Firebroth, and getting a sub-6 PB in the process, joining that elusive sub-6 club.